Right guys, so we're going to go over a few freehand sketching techniques. So I hope everyone's looked at the PowerPoint that I put up last week. So you're very lucky that you actually got no work to do last week. Alright, but we're going to go through the basics of freehand sketching. So a lot of the pieces that was on the PowerPoint, especially the first couple of slides, we're going to put them into practice today. Okay, and there's a little homework question for you as well. Alright, so we get started. Alright, so first of all, what is freehand sketching? So the important thing to know, freehand sketching is drawn without equipment. Okay, so some people will be very happy to know that there's no T-square, etc. used here. The other important thing about freehand sketching is that it's a form of communication as well as a way to solve problems and develop ideas. Okay, if you take an architect for example, or even you're all playing games on the Xbox, PlayStation and whatnot, all them characters and all, they're originally drawn up as a sketch, and that's how the characters are all developed. Or even back to the architect, they'll start sketching different plans of houses before they actually draw them as part of a detailed technical drawing. Alright, so freehand sketching has a major role to play in graphics and TG, and especially whenever you move on to leave insert. Alright, so a few tips first of all guys that I've already told you about. A few tips on this sheet you're getting for homework just to remind you about it. Okay, so you need to use a soft lead pencil, for example a B pencil. Okay, so you know how we always use a 2H in TG. Alright, so that's our 2H. So I'll just demonstrate here the sheet here. So that's what a 2H line looks like. Okay, nice and light. If I get a B pencil, okay, I get the original B pencil and draw a line the same beside it. Okay, I'm sure you can see the difference in that there from the camera. Okay, that's a B. Alright, there's different types of B's, so that's a B. Here we've got a 2B, which would be even darker. And here we've got a 4B. And the last one then is a 6B. Okay, so you can see the difference in the lines. Alright, so that was the original 2H. This is just the B pencil. This is a 2B, a 4B, and a 6B. Okay, so 2H is our normal TG drawn pencil. B, any B is what you want for sketching, but particularly for starting a sketch, you want just the B pencil. Okay, so if you have a B pencil at home, that's what you want to use. We'll get on to using the 2B, 4B, and 6B later on whenever we get into shading or drawings. Alright. Now, obviously you may not all have a B at home, hopefully you do. Just check to see if you have some kind of B pencil. If you don't, it'll be okay to use the 2H for today. Alright, but just remember your sketching won't come out as well with a 2H pencil. Okay, so that's one thing, if you use a soft pencil. Another one is the grip. So when using a pencil guys, make sure you have the proper grip. Okay, so make sure you have proper grip on the pencil, otherwise you'll not get a good drawing. Okay, if you're holding the pencil up here or like this, you're not going to get a good drawing. You need to get a good firm grip down below on the pencil. Okay, the other thing is to sketch on a soft surface. Okay, so basically whenever you're doing a TG drawing, you want the table, a good hard surface. For something like this, you need a soft surface, so something like a book underneath it, and you can sketch under it. Okay, if you don't have a book at hand, just put a few sheets under it. Okay, it just means your sketch will come out far nicer and softer on the page. Alright, and the final one is to never tape your sheet onto the desk when sketching. Okay, you should be able to move the sheet freely. And the last one is draw continuous lines and not small dash lines. Okay, so draw a continuous line instead of this carry on here. Okay, that is a far better line than that. Okay, so you draw a continuous line, and if you have to draw a couple of continuous lines over, so be it. Okay, it's better than doing this. Okay, because that just doesn't look like a good line there. Okay, so it's good to practice drawing straight continuous lines instead of little dashes. Alright. So we're going to start off here, so I'm going to put a book under my sheet. Alright, so I'm going to start off, make sure I have a B pencil, and what we're going to do is just practice drawing a few horizontal lines today. Alright, first of all, okay? So horizontal and vertical lines. So if you just want to get any sheet at home, you can even do this along with me if you want, or you can do it afterwards. I'm going to put 3 lines here. Alright, so I have 2 dots either side, and I'm going to practice sketching here. Okay, so remember we want a continuous line, soft surface under your sheet, and a B pencil. And you want one continuous line like that. Alright, so your first line might look something like that. Okay, I'll try and zoom in a little bit more here. Alright, so it may look a little bit like that. Okay, but the idea is to keep practicing, and as you get closer, you should notice your lines will get better. So that one will be straighter than the first one, and then hopefully the last one will be even straighter. Alright, you notice how I'm doing continuous lines, okay? So I'm not doing this. Okay? You're not doing that. You want nice continuous lines, okay? So that is a few horizontal lines. So I want you all to practice at least 3 horizontal lines. Okay, and we're going to do the same for vertical. So I'm just going to put the vertical here. Okay, and again, at least 3 guys. If you do more, even better. Okay, so you're going to have your sheet up vertical like that, and again, you're going to draw a nice continuous line. Alright, so you're going to practice drawing nice, well, it's not too straight, but you're going to draw nice continuous lines like that. Okay, so at least 3 horizontal and vertical, and then we're going to go into inclined lines. So basically, you know, an inclined line at this stage is a line that's not going straight. So a dot here and a dot there. Okay, so we might do 2 of them, and maybe I'll do one going up this way. Alright, so again, continuous lines, nice continuous lines. You're going to practice continuous line. Now, if your continuous lines have turned out something like this, and it's not quite meeting the line, the best thing to do, when you have your 2 dots, do a few ghost lines, we call it. So imagine you're drawing a line, but you're not actually putting the point of the pencil on the sheet, and then you should find it a lot easier. Okay, so a few ghost lines. So if you're finding that you're drawing a line that's not exactly meeting the point, just imagine you're drawing a few ghost lines, imaginary lines like that, and then actually draw the final one, and it should work out a lot better for you. Okay, you can actually see that on the drawing, so I'll just do one more. So I have a point here and a point here. Okay, so I'm just going to imagine I'm drawing a few ghost lines like that, imaginary lines, and then whenever you come to do your final one, it'll make the 2 points. Okay, so horizontal, vertical, and inclined. The last thing we're going to look at is drawing circles. Okay, the best way to draw a circle in a sketch is to draw a box. Okay, so we're going to use everything we've learned so far. We're going to draw 3 circles as well. You're going to do everything in 3s. Alright, I'm just going to draw 1 circle because I'm running out of room here. Okay, and the video will be too long. So again, 4 points. Try and make them as square as possible. Okay, again, I'm going to do a few ghost lines, and then I'm going to draw my final one continuous line. Okay, like that. These don't have to be perfect squares. Remember, it's sketching. If they're meant to be perfect, we would be doing a TG drawing. Okay, sketches are never perfect. Alright, the only thing that's perfect in TG is TG drawings. Alright, and if we wanted this square to be perfect, we'd be using T-squares. Alright, so there's our square. So we want to draw a circle inside the square. Okay, you have a textbook at home. If you happen to have it, go to page 125 and you'll see what we're doing. Okay, so we've sketched a basic square. Okay, so the next thing to do, I don't know if you can see it there, but there's 4 dashes here representing the midpoint. So with this here line, I'm going to put a dash there roughly in the middle. Okay, then you're going to go over and join the diagonals like that. Okay, so the halfway point here is roughly there, 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 and there, very roughly. Again, join the diagonals. a little ghost line, and then away you go. And we'll do the same here. So put in the ghost line. There we go. Okay. The final thing now we want to do is imagine, so we know the circle is going to touch the 4 lines in the middle, okay, them points we already have, okay. So we'll zoom in here a little bit more for you, okay. So we know that the edge of the circle is going to touch the 4 points in the middle of all 4 sides. Okay, and I'm going to say on the diagonals, roughly I would say my circle will touch there, 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 and there, very roughly, okay? Then you're going to start drawing your circle. You don't want it too round at the edges, okay? You want it nice and straight. Alright, so I'm going to try and draw your circle, so you can do it nice and lightly like that first. Okay, take your time. Okay, and once you have that, you can then go around with the pencil nice and dark. Notice how I'm moving the sheet as I move around, okay? So you're free to move the sheet as and when you need to. Okay, and very roughly you'll have a circle sketched, okay? So that's very roughly, okay? So I'll just do one more very quickly. It's going to be a smaller one. So again, first step, your 4 points. You can do your lines then again. If you need to do ghost lines, draw your ghost lines, okay? Draw these nice and light, alright. Then you're going to draw in the diagonals. Then you're going to roughly mark the centre of the 4 sides, okay? And then as I said earlier, you can mark points on the diagonals as well. It'll just give you a rough guide of where you think you should be at. Other than that then, you take the circle in 4 stages. So stage 1, move your sheet. Stage 2, stage 3, and the final stage 4. And then once you roughly have it, then you're going to go do a continuous line around it. Okay, and you can say that's roughly the circle, okay? So you'll notice the first one isn't as good as the second one and so on, so that's what I should see in your drawing. So guys, just as a sheet of A4 paper I have at home, so any kind of paper you have at home you can use for this first exercise, okay? So for the first exercise, any sheet of paper, you'll see them here now, I'll put them up later. There's 4 things you're going to do. You're going to do horizontal lines, like I done, vertical lines, like I done, horizontal, vertical, and what else did I say we do? Inclined lines, and then circles. Okay, 3 of each. Okay, so altogether you should have 12 drawings on a sheet. Okay, 1 sheet of A4 paper will do. You can flip them around then if you need to as well. Okay, so that is your first exercise, guys. And don't remember as well, you're actually going to have 2 exercises. This is your homework sheet. Okay, you can print it off. If you don't have a printer, guys, again, just use an A4 sheet. Okay, so what it is there's 9 symbols. So they're on the PowerPoint that I've given you. Okay, so you have these 9 symbols here. There's 9 squares in the sheet. You're going to draw the 9 symbols in each of the sheets. There's tips here, and this is just the question, okay? So you're going to use what you've learned so far about freehand sketching to sketch the 9 objects in the 9 squares and try and use continuous lines while doing it, okay? So there's circles, vertical lines, etc. Alright, so any questions as ever, guys, just give me a shout, alright?